Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Newcomer series. I am Food Please, and today I'm casting a game of Freddy in the red, who is facing off against Herr Acker. So, Freddy, he is a very new player, just recently started playing Age of Empires, but he already has the confidence of challenging Herr Acker. Of course, Herr Acker is also a newer player, but he has already beaten their Vasall in quite an awesome show match. So I definitely would say that Herr Acker is the favorite in this game, and let's see what Freddy can do here. So Freddy dropping his town center in a not the perfect location. He should have built it directly next to the wood and also he could use this goose now to scout around. Let's see what Herr Acker is doing. So he is over there, about a screen away from Freddy, so not too far, and he has dropped his town center in, I would say, the perfect location, directly on the forest and even adjacent to some berries that he can take. So he will save already the wood for the mill, and this should give him a very smooth start. But here he is making a little mistake. He is taking the berries instead of going for wood, because I believe that he already has a dock. Let's check. Yes, indeed. He has built a dock and fishing with one villager. That's how you should do it. But he doesn't have the wood to create fishing ships because he is choosing to collect the berries. Freddy, on the other hand, he is also fishing with villagers, so he already knows about that. And he has queued a fishing ship because he has 4 villagers on wood, and that's of course a very nice start. Now I think he should bring back his goose, which he's doing very nice, because now he should send some villagers on food, as he is running out of food to create villagers. And even queuing up loom. I have to say, I'm impressed by Freddy's start here. It seems like he definitely knows how to start a nomad game. And you can see that he's 3 villagers ahead of Herr Acker, because Herr Acker is having a sloppy start. Just still 0 villagers on wood, only creating villagers, whereas Freddy creating villagers and fishing ships. And okay, now 2 villagers ahead is Freddy, so only 1 villager. Okay, so maybe Freddy has some idle time here as well. Yes, his town center is idle now. He's housed. Okay, well, oh god, and he doesn't have the wood for a house. He should cancel that fishing ship and build a house. Well, that is super sloppy. Okay, so this will lose him all the advantage that he had. If Herr Acker can now keep up villager production, and maybe he has too much food. You can see it. He's 2 villages queued, still 50 food, and just no wood. I don't like that build from Herr Acker, and he should know better because he has played quite a few nomad games already. But let's not dwell on that for too long, and let's speed up the game slightly, as except for the players getting housed constantly, nothing is happening in these early stages. Okay, Herr Acker now building a house and continuing to create a villager, and I think he has now finally queued his first fishing ship. Freddy, some idle here, building a not a very good location for a lumber camp, because it is already half blocked by his own house. And now he found the boar. He should definitely bring in that boar, because now he has too many villagers on wood. So 9 villagers on wood is probably more than he will need. So instead, yeah, maybe leave 6 on wood and take that boar to start to collect some food for the feudal age. Okay, yes, I like that. That's actually what he's doing. So, and now he's getting housed, because both players actually housed on 20 population now, so Herr Acker was able to catch up. Is this because of the fishing ships? Freddy having 6 fishing ships and Herr Acker only 3, so no. So actually Herr Acker doing better in the villager production. And let's look over. Building a mill, but in the middle of nowhere, that's not good. Slow down the game a little bit as things are getting hectic now. And we have to look what kind of strategies the players actually are going for. So we see a mining camp for Freddy with 1 village on gold. So maybe he wants to go for men-at-arms or for fast castle age, I will believe. Whoa, what is this villager doing here? Maybe he wants to wall here. Does he know where Herr Acker is? It doesn't look like it. No, he has no idea. And Herr Acker... Okay, Herr Acker might know that... No, he doesn't know because this was just his starting villagers. So Herr Acker also has no idea where Freddy is. So very passive play from both players in the Dark Age. Not scouting. Now Herr Acker going out. Is he? Yeah, I think Herr Acker is now scouting. He wants to know where Freddy is because Herr Acker, he will, well, this game maybe not, but in previous games he usually went for tower rush. But here he has no villagers on stone yet, so maybe he'll go for a different strategy. Maybe, in fact, well, he has some food, some wood, but it will not be enough to go to Castle Age. He doesn't have a barracks, so he's not going for military either. So actually I don't know what what the plan of Herr Acker is. Doesn't look like he has a plan. And Freddy, Freddy, neither, I would say. Well, he has a lot of wood, so maybe he wants to drop a barracks and a stable or archery range, but he should drop the barracks now and just fighting off that single villager from Herr Acker. Taking another boar. Okay, so maybe he has all the woods because he wants to create the buildings for the feudal age. The feudal age buildings to advance to the castle age. And look at this. This will not work, Herr Acker. Very ballsy tower in the range of the town center. I mean, that's ridiculous. Does he really think that Freddy is so naive that he will let this tower get up? No. Freddy knows that he has to batter down any towers. And okay, but he should now follow this villager. Follow it with 1 or 2 villagers, yes. And stop Herr Acker from getting up these towers. So yeah, it looks like after all Herr Acker is going for his usual tower rush strategy. And I like this a lot. Freddy dropping an outpost to spot any sneaky towers from Herr Acker that might come up close to his base. And from this angle, Herr Acker, Freddy should now be safe if he keeps an eye on it. But Herr Acker could still tower from here and from here. So Freddy has to be careful, but looks like Herr Acker is not going for that at the moment. Even though he has a lot of villagers on stone and now trying to build a market. So maybe Herr Acker wants to go up to Castle Age now. Not sure why he has quite so many villagers on stone, because clearly he's not going for any more towers at the moment. So the stone will just sit in the bank and do nothing, unless he sells it, but he's not the Saracens, so with the Saracens sometimes you can see players selling stone and then buying food to go up to Castle Age, for example. But oh, and we have some action on the water actually. A fire galley from Herr Acker. And now Byzantine fire galleys are actually firing faster than regular fire galleys, so I like it a lot for Herr Acker. Killing 2 fishing ships already, and Frediniovic retreating, but of course there's nowhere he can go. These fishing ships will be idle and probably will go down to the fire galleys of Herr Acker and Frediniovic creating a galley because he's the Vikings. Probably he just realized that, oh, damn, I can't actually create any fire galleys, so he's going for galleys, but he will need a lot of galleys to fight even the single fire galley of Herr Acker, because fire galleys do counter galleys, at least in low numbers. So maybe once Freddy has 4 or 5 galleys and he can try to out micro the galley from Herr Acker, but it will not be easy, and 2 will definitely not be enough. And yeah, I think these galleys will just go down, and then Herr Acker will have won the water. Yeah, that's quite ugly for Freddy, being mugged off by his unfortunate civilization. Yeah, I would say Vikings probably not the best civ on Nomad because of the lack of fire galleys. Okay, but Herr Acker now has enough resources almost to click up to Castle Age, and Freddy just clicked up. No, what is Freddy doing? Oh, Herr Acker clicked up to Castle Age. Freddy queued up 11 galleys in a desperate attempt to retake the water, but this will not work because, okay, maybe he can kill the galleys and the fishing ships of Herr Acker, but this will take a long time until all these galleys are out, and his fishing ships are idle anyway. So if I were Freddy, I would just cancel all these galleys now, use the resources to buy my way up to Castle Age, because he has 0 villages on food at the moment, as he's just seeding some farms. It will take him forever to go to Castle Age. And also, as the galleys now, as the fire galleys are destroying the fishing ships of Freddy, also, why not go for these ibex over there? That's just 420 food sitting there waiting to be taken. Will be so food from the huntables is collected much faster than the food from the farms, so you should always go for these animals first, even for the shorefish. If you drop a mill here, go for the shorefish and for the deer, and only then go for farms, or better yet, also take these deer and these berries and this boar, and with that you have all the food you need. Look at that, even more food over there without creating any farms, and you will be to Castle Age very quickly. And then once you're in Castle Age and the natural food sources have run out, you can start to create some farms. Having idols now is Freddy. Okay, he has some stone, so he's dropping a tower onto Herr Acker. I like that tower a lot, actually. And Herr Acker is walling. Not sure why he's walling here, because he is in Castle Age and Freddy is only in Feudal Age, so he shouldn't be scared. And also, Herr Acker is 14 villages ahead now. Of course, much of that is due to his fishing ships, which are idle, but they don't show up as idle. In the maybe they're bugged out. Yeah, that is strange. They don't show up as idle villagers, but they are definitely idle. Okay, so this tower from Freddy will go up. He needs to garrison now and start shooting those villagers from Herr Acker. Yes, very nice. So he will probably kill at least a villager here if Herr Acker doesn't micro the villagers. Yeah, the first one going down. Very nice, and this one could go down as well. Herr Acker doesn't seem to micro. Another villager down, very nice. Maybe even a third, but he's running away now. Just making it. So Herr Acker has 0 villages on wood, but he has some wood banked up, and he already has a stable from which he is creating knights. And if he sends these knights into the economy of Freddy, which he knows there are some farms, he can end Freddy right there, because Freddy has really nothing to defend. Freddy has some military. Not sure where they are. Maybe some galley. Oh, it's the galleys. Okay, so we missed that. It seems like Freddy had probably 4 or 5 galleys and was able to take out these fire galleys from Acker, as he's still creating more galleys. Yeah, he probably has forgotten about that massive galley queue in his stock, because they will not be very effective now. Here, Freddy doing a nice quick wall. I like it. Actually, that is quite a solid play for such a new player. So I definitely see potential there for Freddy. That's a play I have yet to see from Herr Acker. So yeah, if Freddy can get his economy into a better shape next game, maybe he actually has a chance against Herr Acker. Because this game, I mean, sorry to say that, but it looks over to me already. Freddy is still far away from the castle age. The knights are out for Herr Acker, battering down the tower, which Herr Acker is not garrison. So always a good idea to garrison the tower, but okay, maybe he just doesn't want to idle the villagers and let the knights do the job. That's fine as well, but now he has to retreat because here is the military from Freddy, a bunch of spearmen. They probably should go home to his base now to try and defend against these knights that are, oh, look at that, they're raiding him. 7 knights on the wood line, 3 villagers going down, 4 even, 5. Oh. Only now Freddy reacts. A 15 villager lead for Herr Acker, and 17 villagers, 18 villagers are idle for Freddy, and Herr Acker is dropping a castle on the face of Freddy. This is the GG castle. Once the castle goes up, I think Freddy will call it. And if I were Herr Acker, I would have even dropped it a little bit further forward to just deny all the farms. But even like that, it's probably enough to kick Freddy out of the game. And yeah, maybe Freddy now just looking at the map and realizes that he has to resign. Look, oh, he has okay, has done a little raid with the spearmen, but they have been shot by the town center. Tower is still up, but Herr Acker should just build a new lumber camp over here now or here. And Freddy is calling it. Very well played from Herr Acker. Of course, it was the first game for Freddy that he ever played against, I guess, another human player, I think. At least the first game that was featured on this channel, and so yeah, maybe he was a bit nervous and not playing at its sharpest, but we have seen the potential from Freddy, and yeah, if he manages to avoid some mistakes like yeah, creating galleys or not going up to castle age, not taking the huntables, I think he has a good chance actually against Herr Acker, because Herr Acker, he is still making some of the mistakes that he made in the series against their Vasall, where he tends to stay in his base and gets a bit boxed in, and his towers, this game they were too aggressive in the start and then too defensive. Herr Acker, I would say, needs to do more scouting, because then his towers can be really effective, like drop a tower here, drop a tower here, and that should deny almost all resources from Freddy. Well, quite a nice first game of the Newcomer series. So Herr Acker and Freddy, I believe they have initially agreed to play a best of 5, but then Herr Acker was getting a bit nervous, and he said that he only wanted to play a best of 3. So maybe he thought, okay, he can win 2 games against Freddy, but not 3. That's quite possible. And so let's see in the second game if Freddy can come back, or if this best of 3 will already end. And okay, a quick look at the statistics. Okay, Freddy had a lot of military, but it didn't do anything. And the economy, the important parts of the economy, food, stone and gold, just ahead for Herr Acker. Do we see map explorer? Yeah, both players actually doing quite poorly on the map exploration. But overall, Herr Acker was ahead during most of the game. So, see you in the next game of Herr Acker against Freddy.